All right, we're talking Abington Heights baseball. Bill Zalewski with us. Another successful season for this crew. Let's talk about the dedication and the hard work here at Abington Heights.
The guys put in a lot of work in the off season, and it's kind of led to, a great, season for us so far. They work hard, they compete. They're a real tight group, and we're very fortunate.
Just can't get over the success of all the athletic programs at Abington Heights. We could go up and down. It seems like district championship, successful season. It's been a tremendous year, but it's a combination of years in a lot of these sports as well. But talk a little bit about your program and just, having kids that want to play baseball, whether it's at a little level and then the junior high level and then at the high school level.
Well, I think they start early, which is nice. A lot of the feeder programs, the Little League at Abington, and then they move into junior high. And, they just keep working their way up. A lot of them, go out and play travel baseball now, and that's a big success for us. So, they just keep dedicating their time to the sport. We have a lot of multi-sport athletes at Abington, which is great, and the programs feed off each other. A lot of great coaches and just great people around the district.
Let's talk about pitching wise, you got to have arms and be able to, have more than one. So let's talk about your pitching staff.
We have Nick Bradley at the top, who's, going to Auburn and, very successful, hard worker. And he's been just lights out for us this year, which, we're very happy to have him. We lost, a couple arms last year. So like Zalewski and JP Kehoe have stepped up this year, kind of filled in that role. And our whole staff has just kind of, picked up where we left off last year and thrown really well in a lot of big spots.
Let's talk about the depth on the team, being able to maybe go beyond those 9 guys and you'll get a couple more that you need them, whether it's base runners or, hey, somebody's down for the count for a little bit.
We've been very fortunate with that. We had some guys that hadn't played in a couple of years and they decided to come back out and play baseball again. Connor Abel is one, and he's kind of won a starting spot, and he's had a really great year for us. Super athletic kid, and we're just very fortunate that he came back out and is playing for us.
Good competition in the league. North Pocono having a real good season. You're having a real good season. And
there's always great competition in our league. You go out and you compete every day, and it gets you prepared for the playoffs. That's what you want, though, as a coach.
Going against a guy like a Brian Jardine, let's talk a little bit about, first of all, he puts together, a great program at the beginning of the season, what he's done with that. And, and then beyond that, he kind of wants to get everybody out in District 2. Hey, what can I do to help promote, our teams?
Yeah, Brian's a great guy. I mean, we used to play ball together growing up, and we've, been friends for a long time. So when we go at each other, I think it's super competitive. We're trying to figure out what each other's doing each time out, trying to play that mind game with each other. And, he just does a great job, not only for, his team and for the league, but for, for everybody in this area with baseball.
Let's talk about, coaching wise, how much is it at the high school level? You've been doing this a while, but talk about, those little chess moves that you have to make, and you see successful programs, and the little things do add up.
Oh, absolutely. Like just getting bunts down, getting your guys prepared for games. I mean, a lot goes into it. A lot of these programs start so early now in the off season. Like you're hitting all winter, you're doing fielding all winter, and the guys are buying in. We've gone as far as like hiring a couple extra coaches to be on staff. I have a trainer for our guys now that is pretty much with us. She's bought into it and she loves baseball. And we call her Coach Peter. She's part of my staff, and she does a lot of recovery and weightlifting with the guys, and it's just amazing to have all these people be part of a program.
We see the local baseball, we talk about it every year. The Misericordia wins a national championship. Jamie Chepchik, 20 years in a row. Lackawanna has a program. And Wilkes is now, got a nice shot in the arm there with a guy. Talk a little bit about, being able to send kids here to local teams if they choose or beyond.
Yeah. I mean, there's great baseball in the area, and that's what's awesome because these kids see that. A lot of the guys that they played with the last couple of years are now performing at a bigger stage. Your high school guys see that, and it's just exciting to get them out there and see what's out there. All those programs are great coaches. I mean, a lot of those guys I either coached with or had played with growing up. So it's fun to see them have success.
We talk about the district playoffs will be here before you know it. And, right now they're talking, well, hey, there might be a little delay. We don't know what's going to happen with that. But talk about peaking at the right time and being prepared for that.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is being healthy for the playoffs. You go through the grind of the season, all of a sudden you get some rainouts. Like, we just played 5 out of 6 days, and we're just trying to, recover from that and move forward and get our guys ready to, mentally prepared for the playoffs.
Coach, good to see you. Congratulations on the success, and you're hoping there's a few more weeks to the season. All the best.
Thank you very much.